Hello guys. Are you absolutely lost in Jujutsu Infinite? I can give you a little guide. So when you hop on the game, the first thing you're gonna see is this screen. So you might want to click on Customize to start off. So obviously, the first thing you're gonna have to do is spin for a cursed technique. There are currently 4 rarities, and you're gonna be spinning for either a legendary or a special grade, since they're the only good one. You can also buy slot 3 and 4 Game Pass. It's pretty similar to Shindo Life. There's also a Nate bag, which is also similar to Shindo Life's Bloodline bag. Basically, when you roll a Nate, you can switch to it, even if you rolled it. Now it's time to actually play the game. So to start off, click on the stats button, which will open a stats tree. So let's start with health tree. So upgrading health will raise your health in-game, and will also open parry, and later on, reverse cursed technique. There is 2 types of arced, the slow one and the fast one, and by upgrading health tree, you can also open hand sacrifice, which basically brings you back from death. Now focus tree, it's not that complicated. Basically, upgrading focus will make your black flash proficiency higher, and also making it do more damage, and also opening to more focus bars. Now technique, which is probably the most important one. Technique, higher your innate damage. You can also open veil, divergent fists, also at the end, a simple domain. And the most important, chanting, which could upgrade a unique move from your innate, which uses a focus bar, but the damage increase. And strength, which is probably the most useless. It's only good if you're going for a heavenly restriction build. It basically increase your melee and your dashes and rushes. And now, innates. It's where you get all the moves. You need mastery and money to get the moves. It's actually extremely expensive. About domain expansion and maximum scrolls. It's really complicated to get them, and you need to be max levels to use them anyways. I'll explain how to get them later on. So now, after you actually got the moves, it's time to equip them. So you want to go to skill button. There would be 2 options, skills and innate. Innate is your cursed technique, and skill is everything else you unlocked in the skill tree. Now inventory. So obviously, every item you collect or get in the game, you will find it in the inventory, such as armor, domain shards, scrolls, and consumables. There's many types of consumables, but the most important are going to be the ones that gives you a luck boost, such as luck vials and wooden cats. And the most important for starters, mastery scroll, which gives you 15 mastery on any sword or innate you choose. And here is party. Basically, you just click on your friend's name. Now, after you equipped your skills and understood how the game works, it's time to actually play. So to start leveling up, there are many ways, but the one you're gonna start with is gonna be missions. There is about 5 types of missions, and every couple of missions you get to chests. For every level, there is separate category, and obviously, there is a little chance of getting something rare. You also always roll if you got a mission that you don't want to do, which is what recommend doing for 2 curse users. When you do missions, you get these chests. You can get them from bosses and investigation, but they're pretty trash, do ya? So to start a mission, you have to press J. You're just gonna go to the blue marker and do the mission. So after you hit level 60, you might want to start doing the storyline. It's very important since it gives you a lot of XP and mastery, and when you finish it, you get a nerfed domain expansion. So you just talk to Gojo, and then you're gonna rap. When you wrap, head to the yellow marker. For every level, there's a specific location. For example, level 60 has a different location than level 120. So if you look around the place, there's gonna be one-time quests and daily quests, which is really important because it's really helpful. There's obviously different daily quest and one-time quest for each location. So when you hit a certain level, you're gonna want to go and talk with a clan head and promote yourself. You're gonna start off with being Nance. So I'm just gonna do a quick explaining of everything. So first, crafting. It's basically crafting items, such as consumables, armor, and a lot more like weapons. But obviously you're gonna need a unholy amount of materials. Like you're gonna need to play the boss like 50 times to create one item. Now cursed market, which is really important and in my opinion the best way to get domain shards and maximum scrolls. As you can trade items for a maximum scrolls here. But really what I recommend for you is to just play the game and have fun. Because getting a domain shards or a maximum scrolls at a low level is pretty much useless since you can't use it. So just play the game and you're gonna get it eventually. But if you happen to get a domain shard, what I recommend is Star Rage and Infinity since they are the best in my opinion. And there is bosses. The best way to get special grades. So you can create a party and raid S-boss with them. There are 6 bosses in the game. The hardest one is Ryomen Sukuna, and the easiest is gonna be Finger Barrier. The hardest the difficulty, the more the luck increase. If you play with friends, the chance of getting something good increase, but the max is for players. Investigation, which is the same thing as bosses. PvP modes, if you want to do PvP. And there's Comedian, which you can buy emotes from. And then lastly, there's Heavenly Restriction, which is sadly a game. Anyways guys, that's it. I hope this guide helped, and goodbye.